right, going first on this one, opening up with the Resonator Call is a really good opening. We're going to get ourselves our Soul Resonator. Now I'm going to use Stone Sweeper here to also get us access to a Vision. Soul Normal Summon going to get us access to our Bone Archfiend. We're going to send away the Emblem of Oath to get the Bone Archfiend onto field. Use Bone Archfiend effect to send the Crimson. The pretty generic, pretty much Red Rising Dragon line, using the Crimson to get out the Vision and the Synchron Resonator. Going into the Scared Dragon Scar Dragon Archfiend line, we're gonna get ourselves out our Hot Red Archfiend Abyss, as well as getting our Bestial Dispatcher for our second go. Alright, going into this level 10 of choice, we're going to go with the Bestial Dispatcher, giving us a pretty decent amount of interaction. Going to use that Vision to get us our Crimson Gaia as well. Going to have the stand-up Centurion ready to go. Pitch the other one, we don't really need it. Special summon it, send it right back. We're going to get Crimson Gaia to get us our red zone, and we're going to end there. Now I could have also used the Centurion Prima to get access to another piece of interaction, but I decided not to. We're going to summon both of these to go right into the interaction of going into the Synchro 12 of choice. Might have been when I was kind of still playtesting, possibly not wanting the crazy build. Alright, battle phase, it looks like our opponent does have an Evil Nate. We're going to use the Hot Red to negate that. So our opponent's going to have access to a few things here. Not too bad. Main phase 2, we're going to see our opponent playing the Dimensional Fisher. I'm going to copy the level 10 here. Maybe, I don't remember exactly. Maybe I was experimenting with a level 10. I was experimenting with the 10 of choice. Looks like our opponent's going to use Lava Golem. But luckily for us, Red Zone's going to be able to bring back the Dispatcher right away. With Vision on field as well, we can still go into a 10. We're going to take some damage here, not a big deal. We're going to go right to battle and finish this off. Our opponent reveals the Dynamite, not doing any damage, and we're going to finish off this game pretty nicely. Alright guys, as you can see, this is a viewer of mine, Genji, from my YouTube and Twitch streams. He is playing Duel, and I'm playing RDA CENTUR-ION like we have been in this video. But it was just such an insane duel that I felt like this needed to be a feature match, and maybe we can do more of these from the future, because I do duel people in streams, I duel the viewers. So let's see if we can break this board. Holy moly, Maxi, Super Polymerization, Imperm, Internal Favorite. We got a match on our hands. Let's see what we can do here. Earthbound Prisoner Stone Sweeper is going to be the first card to be summoned. We're going to normal summon Trudia here. Emblem of Oath, we are officially under Maxi right now, so it is my goal to give my opponents the least amount of interaction as possible, and I'm going to do my best to do that. We're going to get the second Trudia by pitching that Vision. We're going to get Crimson Gaia, as well as Red Zone. He's going to use the effect of Eternal Favorite to special summon the Spirit of Duel, and we're going to see what my opponent can do. He's going to destroy the Spirit of Duel to special summon a second Duel. He's on 2 Duels. He's also using the Golem, which the Golem is normally not used. Now a cool interaction here is you gave me a free 8. I'm going to use it. Crimson Dragon. We're going to use the effect of Crimson Dragon to get us a tuner. That also, I did that to not risk myself from taking any damage. Can't do any damage, 0 against 0. Bringing out that Phantom, bringing back the Spirit, Ash Blossom, normal summon to get some interaction. He's going to get himself out the Predaplant Verte Anaconda using his effect Neos Fusion Elemental Heroes Neos. He's going to get that 3,000 damage off. in that 500, and that's all that's going to happen for this turn. He's going to tribute the Verticanta to get rid of it. Now, the interactions that I know about I'm playing through is the Phantom and the Eternal Favorite. We're going to trigger 2 effects, the Crimson Resonator from hand and the Trudia. We're going to use the effect of these 2 to go into the 6, which is going to be Red Rising Dragon. Now, Red Rising Dragon's going to come out, give us our Crimson Resonator effect. Our opponent's going to use this one to special summon a Yubel, which is good. I would prefer him to special summon a Yubel than super poly my board. We're going to use the effect of Crimson to get out our cool guys, and I think we're in a really good spot here. I don't know what that face down is. I have no knowledge of it, so we're really trying to play to our best of our ability. I feel like Supernova is a really good effect to have on board right here. So that's what I do. Synchron Resonator, I also want to recycle that Vision. And we're going to use Primavera to search as well as Synchro into a 12 here to go into our Centurion Dark Dragon boss monster. We're going to get a field spell because I think we're running out of Centurion cards available to us, and we're going to use that to pitch to get ourselves out our Obsessive Oovaloop. We're also going to recycle a Soul Resonator into the mix. We're going to go into our second Red Rising Dragon effect. We're going to go into Soul and use Vision to get a search. That's just going to be a Crimson Gaia, which is going to be pitch material, but that's fine with me. Soul's going to come out, and we're going to be able to have our boy Hot Red ARCHFIEND Abyss. We're going to negate the effect here. It's going to force the super polymerization using 5 cards to go into the Loving Defender Forever, which is unfortunate. We're going to use the Obsessive Oovaloop to banish the Red Supernova, and we're going to pass by setting 2. Now, our opponent has lethal on board through the Nightmare Pain, but we're going to try our best to play around this. Now, he used the effect of Mature Chronicle to destroy, so I'm worried. I'm like, I need to get my combo piece out before Red Zone is off the field. So, Red Supernova is back, and he does get rid of the Call by the Grave. Now, he's gonna get, I'm going to chain Phalanx to this to get rid of the Phantom, as well as have an extra line of defense. Now, leaving me with 3,000, this is where the crucial effect of Supernova goes off to clear my opponent's whole board. Neos Wiseman crashes. We don't take any damage because there was no damage step to happen. Phantom Yubel is back with a Nightmare Pain on board. We're going to use the effect of Phalanx to return our dragon, as well as use Red Zone to bring our Red Supernova back. Crimson Gaia, we're going to recycle into a Vision. Vision effect, we're going to use Trudia and Vision Resonator to go into Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel effect, we're going to pitch the Nightmare Pain. We're also going to chain Vision Resonator to get rid of that. Obsessive Oovaloop to put the Hot Red in the graveyard as well. And I'm going to end my turn there by sending a Trudia to have a level 12 Synchro play available to us. Now, that Pure Map is a good card to receive. We're going to trigger Trudia right away to get a 12 Synchro Summoning going. The Synchro Summon of choice is, I have no idea what I think I bring out here. I choose the Centurion Legacia. This is a card that will let me draw a card, and this will trigger the Yubel we've been waiting for. Red Zone is on field, so whatever he chooses to bring, we have the Supernova and the Hot Red to take care of them. We destroy a card with his effect, and he gets the Yubel. Grinder Golem's going to come over as well, but if he even declares an attack, my monsters will trigger. He goes into Dark and goes for Dark effect, runs out of time, but honestly, I thought I completely had that game anyway, but what an excellent duel from one of our viewers, Genji. Shout out to him for an excellent match. Alright, going first, this is an interesting hand. Using the vision as our normal isn't the craziest thing, but hey, it's gonna have to do here. Red Rising Dragon. We're gonna use Red Rising Dragon effect to bring out our vision back. Turns out our opponent has the Bestial Serenaire to destroy our vision. Not the biggest deal, but I would have preferred a different outcome. We're going to use Crimson Gaia here to trigger and bring another vision back. We can special summon it this time because we're controlling a bigger dragon, which is nice. We're going to go into the Scarred Dragon Archfiend, use Emblem of Oath to bring out Trudia. Trudia effect we're going to use to get out the Primaria, but we want that Trudia in the background so we have follow-up for next turn. Stand Up Centurion, we're going to pitch, or we're not going to use its effect yet, but we're going to go into our Centurion Axua to get the trap of choice there. End phase, we're going to recycle that Primavera. Reason why I didn't use Scarred effects is because he will destroy all monsters at the end of the turn. Now our opponent kind of reveals some stun plays. We have the Centurion Trudia as well as Primera available to us, so we're going to get them onto the field ready to go, and we'll be able to synchro summon at any moment we want to here. Battle phase, he's going to try to attack my monster. I'm not going to allow that. Main phase 2, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to just keep my synchro summon for this turn, kind of trying to save my resources. Now, since he's summoned, I'm going to trigger the stand-up Centurion to bring out the other Centurion boss monster, Legacia. We're going to pop one, draw a card, and he's going to protect his monster. Wandering King is a cool effect if it can be banished to bring out a monster. The monster of choice is going to be probably Soul, but Red Rising isn't available to us anymore, so we do have to be careful. There it is, there's Soul. We're going to get Bone Archfiend to hand. Our opponent's going to surrender there. We had so many plays with the Earthbound being able to special summon itself if we have a field spell. We were good to go, but nonetheless got to show off the Centurion package a good amount in that duel. Alright, we're going second on this one. Our opponent's going to set one and pass here. Our hand is stacked to the guilds. One piece of interruption, hopefully. We're going to see what we're going to be able to do. Opening up that Crimson Resonator in hand, our opponent reveals the Max C. Now, that is not good for us whatsoever. We're going to play the Crimson Gaia because we are forced to, but this kind of makes me keep our plays to ourselves. We're going to use that Trudia and pass turn there. Going into the 8, triggering a Synchro Summon. This is a crazy play that this deck is be able to do. Going into a Chaos Angel, we didn't get to use a Light and a Dark, but still, we're going to get rid of that face down and have a Chaos Angel on the field at all times. Primavera is a good draw. We're not going to need it. Resonator Call effect. Our opponent does have the Ash Blossom for our Resonator Call. But that's not a big deal. We still have a really good combo on the field, especially because Bone can level modulate Chaos Angel with no trouble. And we're going to go into the 6. The 6 of choice here, it's going to be Red Rising Dragon. Red Rising Dragon's effect is going to bring back the soul. Vision is going to trigger, getting our effect to level modulate. He's going to stop our Red Rising from bringing the soul back, unfortunately. But we're still going to get some pretty good plays with the Crimson Gaia on field. Opponent also reveals Droll, so he had the Droll in hand as well. Bone Archfiend effect, we're going to pitch the Primavera. We're going to go to battle, hit him for a good chunk. Honestly, I did the math wrong. I thought I had more damage than I did. Crimson Gaia still will be able to reveal that vision to hand, and we're going to be good. Leaving our opponent with 2 cards on field. We have a big Chaos Angel and nothing else. Alright, draw for turn, Ash Blossom, just in case our opponent has something. We're going to finish the game off with going to battle and finishing his life points down to 0. Alright, not a bad hand, opening up that Resonator Call as well as a search. Now our opponent's going to use the Ash Blossom on that. We opened up 2 called buys, so we're not really worried. Only thing it does is really take away some card advantage that we got. Alright, we're going to get ourselves out our Crimson Resonator. Use his effect to special himself, go for the normal bone, and we're going to go up to the races and go into our Red Rising Dragon. Now, Red Rising Dragon effect, we're going to use Crimson Resonator to go for the 1 and the 3. We're going to use this effect to get a Wandering King. Red Rising plus Crimson to go into the Scarred Dragon Archfiend. We're going to next go into Hot Red Archfiend Abyss. I could have played this a little bit differently, but it's fine. Synchron's going to target Crimson. It's going to be now used as discard material, so not a big deal there. Alright, RDA is here. We're going to use Bone, pitch the Crimson to get him out. Use the effect of Bone to increase level to 4 to get out our Centurion lines, which is going to be Centurion, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm going to give up. We're going to get the Vision plus the Bone Archfiend on field to go into the Red Rising Dragon. Red Rising, we're going to get Vision out. Vision's also going to trigger to get a trap card of choice. Our opponent's going to surrender there. Not even letting us show off the Centurion methods. We got a really good opening here, going first with Crimson Gaia and Bone Archfiend as the normal. Couldn't really ask for anything better. We're going to use these 2 to go into Red Rising Dragon. Red Rising's going to use it to get out the Crimson Resonator. Crimson Resonator going for that 3 and 1. We're going to get ourselves out Wandering King here, and we're going to go into a 12. Now, this isn't normally how the deck is played, but hey, why not? Synchron Resonator is going to recycle our Crimson Resonator to get discard material. Vision is going to come into the play. We're going to use Vision and Wandering King to go into Red Rising Dragon. Red Rising going to target the Vision Engrave. We're going to also use the Vision to bring out Crimson Gaia. This was a misplay, but it's fine. We're going to go into the 8 here, which is going to be Scarred Dragon Archfiend. Now we're going to use Bone effect to pitch that Crimson Gaia to go into Bone Archfiend. Level modulate to get up the Obsessive Oovaloop back into the grave. And special summon the Obsessive Oovaloop to get the Obsessive onto the field. Now, I think my approach was I really wanted to show off the Centurion. And the best way to do that is Centurion Ace Monster. We're going to use Scarred to Synchro Summon RDA, as well as get the Crimson Guy or Stand Up Centurion, and use the Crimson Guy to get the trap. Stand Up Centurion, we have that extra bone in hand. We can go for that instead of the Primera. And we're going to use these 2 to get Synchro Summon on the field. This is going to also get us a trap for interaction. We're going to set 2. He's going to attempt to pop everything. It won't work. We have a lot of plays, honestly. Harpy Feather Duster is going to activate. We're going to bring our Trudia to the field right away then. Not the biggest deal. And we're going to use our Harpy. We're going to protect our Crimson Gaia with the effect of our Stand-Up Centurion and our Centurion Boss Monster. Alright, going first. This is an excellent hand. A lot of overlap, but really if you open up with Wandering King and Crimson, some way to get Crimson Resonator, you're going to be in a good spot here. Red Rising, pretty generic combo. When it comes to that, we're going to use Crimson here. Crimson effect, we're going to go for the 2, the Soul and the Synchron. Soul's going to get us Bone, and we're going to bring Bone to the field by sending one of those Oaths. We're going to use the effect of Bone to level modulate, turning him into a 2. We're going to go into our Red Rising, Dragon. Vision's going to come right back out. We're going to go into an 8 here. The 8 of choice is going to be Scarred Dragon Archfiend. Next up, we're going to go into the 9 of choice, which is going to be Hot Red Archfiend Abyss. And next up, we're going to use our Synchron, or we're going to go into Scarred here to bring out our RDA from extra deck. Bringing back that Vision to hand, we're going to go into, I believe, 8 or 10 of choice. We're going to go into Hot Red Archfiend Bane. Tribute off this guy to bring back the Scarred. And we're going to use Crimson Guy here to get us access to our red zone. Our stand-up Centurion is going to activate, getting us access to our Trudia. Trudia effect is going to make our opponent surrender. Basically, with that play, we're going to use Emblem of Oath to get us a Centurion monster on field. And then we're also going to have a Trudia and a Primavera on the back row just in case. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Brando. This is the deck list for today's video with the brand new Centurion support that was recently released in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. This deck is absolutely crazy. It could be better if we did not get that Archfiend Calamity ban right away, but completely understand why Konami did it, especially if they knew this deck was already on the way. Cards that really stand out are Trudia. I mean, Trudia is such an insane card. This is full combo when it comes to the whole deck. If you open Trudia, you pretty much have all of your Centurion and Synchro plays for your turn 2, or should I say your opponent's turn. Giving you multiple access with the Emblem of Oath and the Centurion field spell. You're still running all of the key combo points for RDA with the majority of the searchers with Resonator Call and Earthbound Stone Sweeper to get access to either Soul or Crimson, depending on your level 4 situation. Cards in the extra deck, Nova is still crazy here, being a really good Crimson Dragon target for 12s. Red Nova also still having that red zone access for those crazy banishments twice per turn. You're not running the Assault Synchron. I was trying it in the beginning, but I just realized, hey, you don't need to rely on these banishes anymore when you're running Centurion, because Centurion is giving you so many combo points. The trap is searchable within the combo, so you can remove a face-up card. And if it can't be special summoned the right way, the card is just gone. You can see that in the Ubel matchup. Phantom Ubel was not brought back afterwards, after this card was done with it. You got Crimson Dragon to search any 12, 9, or worst case, could be a 10 if you somehow didn't summon your 10 of choice during the turn. You don't see actually Ancient Pixie Dragon very often, but you never know when a 7 might come up. And since you are running a field spell, maybe you will get that draw 1. So guys, this is the deck. I think this was a super fun RDA build. I recommend it. I love the Centurion cards. I will definitely be doing a pure deck list very soon, or kind of solo deck list. I think I'm going to pair it with the Bestials. That's what I've been experimenting with. But I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. FYI, streams are Thursday through Sundays if you want to be a chance to be featured on the videos, or even just to have a chance to duel me. I duel everybody, either in best of 3s in the beginning of the stream, but when we're getting close to the end of the stream, we switch to best of 1s. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.